The cooperative movement historically grew out of rural areas across Canada, from the aspirations of farmers, fishermen, and rural residents to use their collective strength to achieve a better economic situation. They built cooperatives, democratic institutions which are locally owned and where profits are shared and kept in the community. Thousands of co-ops around the world have been forged from the collective energy of people sharing a common vision. Successful co-ops are well-managed businesses that meet the needs of their members and communities. Governance is critical to their success and one of the great strengths of the cooperative movement. In the beginning, the new co-op will be driven by the energies and skill sets of volunteers who are elected to the board of directors on the basis of one member, one vote.
Your board of directors is the lifeblood in terms of assuring a successful project. You know, there's an old saying, a good business is simply good people. So make darn sure when you seek out and pursue directors for your board that they are people who can provide leadership, they can inspire, and that they have a true belief in wanting to do something that's important for their community. Successful people have something to lose if they make a mistake. And so when you try to attract a very talented, successful person to a board, one of their concerns is liability insurance. And it took us a while to come to terms with that.
Successful co-ops build for the future by recruiting younger members who are motivated to build their cooperative to meet the needs of their farming businesses.
The team makes it successful. Choosing the right people and the leadership of that team. The producers, they're very active producers and they're quite young. Few of them are over 60. Most of them are in between 30 and 50. So they are making business and they need this business to grow with them. And this is the best insurance that would make it work.
Members of the board of directors are responsible for taking a leadership role in developing the new cooperative organization, its goals and mandate, legal structure, financing, operating policies, business practices, and staffing. There are many training opportunities and educational materials available to new co-ops seeking help to get started. But it is critical that the cooperative is shaped by the needs and will of its members. Luc Pellin is president of the board of directors of Comax, a Quebec cooperative with over 800 members.
C'est un outil qui doit servir le producteur, qui ne doit pas être au service de l'entreprise en tant que telle, mais qui est au service des producteurs. Le but, c'est de valoriser les produits que je vais produire sur ma ferme, c'est d'avoir un meilleur prix possible pour les produits que je vais faire sur ma ferme, être à mon service, être au service des membres.
Ted Zettel is one of 30 farmers who founded Organic Meadow, Inc., a major Ontario dairy cooperative, in 1989, with a $2,000 contribution from each farmer. Today, Organic Meadow has 100 farmer members and is a leading organic milk and egg distributor in the province.
You have to get someone from outside so that the participants can actually brainstorm and the facilitator can lead them through and end up with a mission statement. Really what you're trying to do is you're trying to persuade the people who are interested to believe in something that really doesn't exist yet, a dream that working together can accomplish a common purpose. And so there's a certain amount of exhortation or motivation that's needed in the group. It's not just about business. I mean, that's important. It's important to be realistic, but it's really about, I think, believing in this dream.
The dream must meet the practical needs of members, profitable markets for their products, and access to the farm inputs and technical expertise they require. It is important to promote effective communication with members that encourages their ongoing participation.
C'est très important que si on veut l'outil qui est la coopérative à notre image, eh bien c'est à nous à dire ce qu'on veut. Et à le dire pas qu'une fois par année, à le dire sur une base régulière, à rester en contact, avoir une bonne communication avec les gens qui sont à notre service, qui sont nos employés, et de leur dire ce qu'on veut, c'est quoi les tendances, et de les solliciter, eux, pour qu'ils fassent une partie du travail, une partie de la recherche. Cette communication-là, c'est vraiment la base des affaires, un réseau de contacts solide et bien entretenu.
Overall, as a cooperative, I think that's our strength, that we can discuss about things, that we still keep this communication going, and we solve the problems that might be there. Sometimes you have to make compromises if you like it or not, but that's the only way you can go further.
As co-ops become more established, they will need to make the transition from a volunteer organization to a business with professional staff. It can be a difficult time as founding co-op members relinquish day-to-day operations to paid staff.
Developing a brand and getting it sold were real challenges. And the point where this started to really click for us was when we hired a professional general manager. We had 6 farms, and we were selling about a third of the milk after a year and a half. And we were going broke. And then we went out on a limb and hired a general manager. I remember his salary was $80,000 a year. Some members quit. They said, I don't want to be part of a co-op that pays anybody $80,000 a year. So this was a difficult transition. But in 3 or 4 months, we were looking for milk. I mean, the man had expertise that we didn't have. We were farmers. We didn't know the first thing about it, really. We thought we could do it, but we couldn't do it.
Cooperatives need to continually revisit their mission to ensure members, board, and staff share a common vision that reflects the changing needs of members. Co-ops can sometimes fail.
And in those cases, I think they lost their sense of mission at somewhere along the road, and it became, the co-op started to operate just like a corporation with only a single bottom line, which was money. That says something about the need to continually reinvigorate the original mission, to revisit it. And that's an important lesson for co-ops. It's worth the bother, and it's worth all the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into it. And in some sense, the very process of building a co-op is its own reward.